Hey guys, welcome to this week's video on Cause We Collab. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my Vidcon experience. If you don't know what Vidcon is a YouTube convention where a lot of YouTube creators come and meet their fans, and they have panels where they talk about certain topics. So on Wednesday, we got this badge where we basically just put our name and like our YouTube name, and I just put Cause We Collab because that's the channel that I have. And on the same side, it just says your name and your passion, which I put making videos because that's my passion. And so that's pretty much what we got, and we also got like a bag, and it had a bunch of like stuff in it, and it had a deck of cards and like something you can read while you're waiting in line. Okay, so that's pretty much all that happened on Wednesday, and on Thursday was the first official day of Vidcon. When we got there on Thursday, there was a huge line, and we didn't know what it was for, so we just got in it anyway. We asked like 2 security guards what it was, and then they said that it was a line for signings, and then we asked another security guard what it was, and they said it was a line to get inside the hall. So we were just like, we don't know anything. So we just waited in line, and it turns out that it was a line to get into the hall. So we just went inside the hall, and then we were just checking everything out, and it was so big, and there was just a bunch of booths with like a bunch of different things to do in there, and that's where I got all these pins from a booth, which has like a bunch of different things. And yeah, and then we actually met Strawberry 17, and then this is a book what Jessica made. Jessica made this book. She custom made it, so it has a bunch of like YouTubers on it. That day was kind of crazy. We went into the signing hall. In the signing hall, there was nobody in there actually, and then we went outside. We were just looking for some YouTubers to see if we could find anybody. And then there was a line, and we were like, what's that line for? Apparently it was a line for signings. It was 10 a.m. Signings didn't start till 1, so we were like, what is this? This is not fair, because they had sent an email out the day or two before, saying that we couldn't line until an hour before the meetup. And it was 10 in the morning, and signings didn't start until 1. So like, this is crazy. No. So we basically went in line. We waited for about 20 minutes. The line was pretty long. There was a bunch of people. They were also complaining about the same thing as all of us, because they were like, I thought we couldn't wait until an hour before the line. We were there waiting for 20 minutes, and then a bunch of security guards said, oh, you guys can't line up. And we were like, well, then what's all these lines for? People are lining up, and people saying that security guards said that we can line up, but all the security guards said different things, and it was just bad. It was really bad, so we just decided not to get in any of the lines. So we just left the line and started hanging out in the Expo Hall, which we met a bunch of more other YouTubers. So we were like, it was actually kind of worth it going into the Expo Hall, because we waited in the signing hall. We would have only met like one YouTuber. So we met Strawberry 17. We actually met her that day. And then these are a bunch of other signatures we got, not from that day, but you know, from. And then we also met Captain Sparkles, Jordan, Captain Sparkles. So okay, so that was like the end of the first day of Vidcon. On Friday was probably like the best day. We just got there, and then there was a huge line to get into the Expo Hall, and it was really bad. We got there at 7, it was like 8 in the morning, and it didn't open until 9. So we were waiting there, and we were like, we're not getting into these lines, because all the doors of the Expo Hall were open. So we were like, when they let people start going in, people were going to go in through all the doors. There was at least 30 doors, and there was a line for 2 doors that people would start entering that were actually in line. And the security guard put caution tape around the people in the line, and they started like clapping and stuff because they thought that they were going to get in first. But when they opened the doors, the whole crowd of people started just going in through the doors, and the security guard basically gave up because they were like, I'm not going to deal with this. There was only like 2 security guards. It was really bad and unorganized. After we got in, we went up to the 2nd floor so we can go to a panel with a bunch of people where we met Mikey Bolts, we met Austin Newell, Joe Penna, also known as Mr. Guitar Man. And actually, fun fact, I forgot to say, on Thursday, we actually met Austin Newell and his family, the Knife Knowles. And they actually recognized us from Twitter, because me and Marisol are always tweeting them. And if you want to see that, you can go to our other vlog on Cause We Vlog, and you can see the whole entire vlog from Vidcon, because that was pretty much it. So back to Friday, we just hung out in the Expo Hall, because again, we weren't going to wait in those signing line halls. It was much more organized, but I mean, we weren't going to wait in those lines, because the chances were that we weren't going to meet as much people that we wanted to meet. So we just hung out in the Expo Hall, and we met a bunch of more other YouTubers. Then after that, we just walked around, and then after we were like, let's go outside and walk around the whole entire like convention center, like the hotels and stuff. So we were doing that, and then we saw Rhett and Link. Well, I didn't get a signature, but my brother was wearing the shirt, and it was actually pretty cool because they took a picture with their phone and then they posted it on their Twitter, which was actually really cool. So that was pretty much the end of day 2 of VidCon. So on Saturday, day 3 of VidCon, the last day, was so much fun. When we got there, Marcel and Julian went to go meet Ali Speed, and then me, Jessica, and David, we went to the main stage where we saw people perform. Like, all the British YouTubers were there, and it was so much fun. And then we also met Jim Chapman. We like reenacted a picture that he did, and he actually favorited it. And when we met him, we showed him the picture. He's like, oh yeah, we actually showed that picture to Marcus. So we were like, I was like freaking out, and like everybody else was freaking out because he showed it to Marcus and he remembered it. So yeah. So on Saturday we went to the main hall. We saw a bunch of British YouTubers, and it was pretty fun. And then after that we hung out. We met more YouTubers. So these are just all the people that we got. We met Bart Baker, Carly Styles, Steve Cook, Casey LeVere, Gage, Mystery Guitar Man, Austin Knoll. Who else is in here? Yo Muscle Boy, also known as Josh. We met Mikey Bolts, Eric, Jimmy from VGHS. We also met the cast of VGHS and Benji from VGHS. And then we met Captain Sparkles. And then on the panel that we went to on Saturday, we actually met Jesse and Gina from PvP. It was so much fun. A bunch of YouTubers were actually commenting on this book saying how cool it was, so that was pretty awesome. We also met Ollie White when we were watching O2L getting interviewed. I looked behind the curtains because they had left, so I looked behind the curtains and Ollie White was standing right in front of my face. I was like, oh my god. Whew. I was like fangirling. And we also met Fun for Louie. And total VidCon experience was super great. I would recommend it to you if you're gonna go next year. I'm gonna go next year for sure. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to check out our vlog if you want to see our vlog from VidCon. Go to our other channel because we vlog, and don't forget to like that video. And if you want to watch it, go ahead and watch it. It was so much fun. And you can see how the hall was and everything and all the signings. And actually, you can see when Tyler Oakley bumped into Jessica, which was pretty awesome, but it was really crazy because a bunch of people were screaming and yelling. And also, Nash and Cameron were there, and it was pretty awesome. I touched Nash. Yes. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next Thursday. Don't forget to watch this Saturday's video with Jessica and David when they do a challenge video, and tune in to see what it was because I was with them when they were filming it, and it was pretty funny. So yeah, don't forget to check out our other channel because we play a bunch of video games. And yeah, so I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!